What's up guys, Brian Grant here of ContestChampion.com, here to bring you some more Alliance War coverage. This time my Alliance for Loki is going up against i-BHS. And I'm going to be entering the battlefield with Iceman, Vision, and Quake. Same setup as last go around, as my Gwen pool is still busy at the moment. The first node up here, you can see it does have, it's revealed again. This one is going to be a Mystic Champion. I'm thinking, wow, somebody threw magic on this first node here. That's a bit interesting. I really didn't expect it to be anybody else. I figured, you know what, it could be magic, it could be Juggernaut, I suppose. But it turns out it was neither of those. You'll see in just a moment. I decided to go in with Iceman. This is actually a really hard decision. You can see this person has cleared Labyrinth of Legends 100%. They do have that Labyrinth Ultron. And this was a really hard decision to go in with, of who to go in with. But I figured, you know what, let me just bring in Iceman. This node isn't that difficult, even if it is magic, even though Iceman doesn't really counter magic. I can save my Vision's life and my Quake's life for another time. And it turns out, as you can see, it is Doctor Strange. Very odd to see Doctor Strange on this node. I think this might be the first time ever seeing him here. Maybe there was just too many champions vying for that spot of unblockable SP2 was the only thing I could imagine. So this fight, really not too bad at all. There was one thing that kind of pissed me off here that you'll see in just a moment. I tried to finish the fight with an SP2, and check this out. Come on, that had to be enough damage. How is that not enough damage? It was supposed to trigger those debuffs that I have on him. The it's not Cold Snap. Is it Frostbite? I think it's Frostbite that I have on him. I can't remember the exact name for it, but it was supposed to trigger those, and I don't know why it didn't. I don't think there's any reason that it should not have triggered those. Maybe I don't understand the mechanic fully, or maybe Doctor Strange does have some kind of ability that prevents it. I don't know. All I know is that I was kind of bummed that that didn't finish out the fight, and I took a little bit of recoil damage as a result, where I thought for sure it was going to finish the fight. But anyway, up to the next node here, and this node, it's always a mystery on this node, but the most common targets are Magic, Nightcrawler, and Mordo. I'm seeing a bunch of Mordo on this node actually recently, and it turns out that it's actually Unstoppable Colossus, which is a little bit of an interesting choice. It's not too uncommon to see Juggernaut on this node. Unstoppable Colossus is someone that I don't regularly bump into in Alliance War, so kind of cool to see him. A little bit of a different fight, challenging fight, very challenging fight. That Unstoppable, especially after they changed it so that the Unstoppable really doesn't start ticking down until after the animation finishes. Definitely adds a level of difficulty to Unstoppable Colossus here. Luckily, Iceman, he has kind of a built-in protection against this guy. If I trigger Mystic Dispersion a few too many times, then it'll be okay, because my ice armor will pretty much shut down that that SP3 damage. You can see I'm trying to be as aggressive as possible, and right there I get clipped by the heavy. But I'm trying to be as aggressive as possible against his SP2s, just because I know I need to get in as much damage as possible. I'm freaking out right now because I don't have ice armor at the moment. Luckily, he doesn't throw the SP3 until after I regain it. Very, very lucky there, actually. So this is only going to do 5% on my max HP. Not too bad at all. And the fight goes on. Otherwise, if he triggered that one combo earlier, then I probably would have died from that. Almost definitely would have died from that shot. But like I said, the fight does go on, and I'm trying to get in as much damage as I possibly can here. You're going to see Mistake coming up. He's unstoppable, and I get that free shot in, but he's going to use his heavy attack, and something in my brain just told me, alright, go for it. I baited out the heavy. I don't know if that ever happens to you guys, but I do that all the time against unstoppable opponents, where I forget that they're unstoppable after I bait out the heavy attack. I feel like it's at least maybe 1 out of every 3 times that I go against Juggernaut or Unstoppable Colossus that I do something like that. It's just one of those things that I just can't seem to remember every single fight. But I do come out victorious in that fight, just barely. Just barely able to survive it and move on to the next fight, which is fine, because Iceman, he's done his job. He's taken out the first 2 opponents here. I've got Vision up for the next 2, the unblockable SP2 and then the bleed node afterwards. So Iceman, he's done everything that he needs to do. The fact that I didn't die makes me happy. Alright, but now we're at the unblockable SP2, and this is either Doctor Strange or Hood or one of those, and it is Hood. And I kind of figured this after seeing the Doctor Strange earlier in the beginning of the war here. And this Hood fight, it's a pretty standard Hood fight. I get the initial power burn off, the power drain, and then I just go into baiting SP1 mode, get a little bit more power drain just to make sure he doesn't get to the SP2. Here's where I make a mistake though. I actually hit into him as he was blocking it, and I guess he dashed back right before he started blocking, and it was almost like a Nightcrawler here. I pushed him into his invisibility accidentally, so a little bit of a mistake there. Definitely cost me a little bit throughout the fight. Wasn't too bad though. I didn't get punished for it, too badly. So yeah, the Hood fight here, it goes all right. It goes decently. From this point on, the fight's pretty much under control. There are going to be Hood fights that I upload to the channel where I get absolutely wrecked. I don't know what it is about this champion, but a lot of the times I can fight this guy and I have no issues whatsoever, or just like some minor things like you saw in this fight. But then there are some times where I go against the Hood and I get wrecked, and you guys are absolutely gonna see those videos if you're subscribed to the channel. There's, like I said, it's not every war, but there's gonna be wars. So yeah, if you like seeing me get destroyed, you have that to look forward to. But that fight, we're done with it. We're 3 fights in now, and moving on to the 200% health and attack node, alongside the the bleed node as well. So I'm gonna be entering the fight here with Vision, and I'm always expecting to see Magic, Electro, Ultron. I used to see Ultron here all the time, and it actually is Ultron, but it's the Labyrinth Ultron. Okay, Labyrinth Ultron, this is a pretty tough fight for me normally, or it has been in the past at least. I play this fight very, very cautiously. I pretty much do not attack into him. You see, I attack once and back off, basically because I know he's going to evade. He evades very frequently. So the only time I'm getting these free shots in are either right after he evades, or while he's stunned. And you can see that there's something that's kind of odd with the Labyrinth Ultron. I don't know if this is a bug or if this is intentional or not, but when he's stunned, you see like the evade message pop up, as if he were trying to evade, like that just happened right there. And I know I'm in the clear because he only evades every, was it like 5 or 7 seconds or something like that. So yeah, whenever that happens, like it just happened again right there. So I'm in the clear and I could get my free shots in, and that makes the fight a little bit easier against this guy. The fact, like once you get it into like a cycle of doing that repeatedly over and over, it's not too bad at all. But you can see, whenever he fires off his SP1, if he has not just recently triggered an evade, I only attack the one time and then I back out. I'm trying to play it as safe as I possibly can. And it is a little bit of a longer fight here, just because, this guy is, he's very tanky, and it is the 200% health node. So I'm trying to finish things up. This SP3 will actually not even kill him. Just barely survives it, but he's got one more shot in him. There we go. Alright, so Ultron down, and kind of the same thing with Iceman. My Vision's life is very low, but I did not die, and Vision's job is pretty much done here. I only have the 1 power gain node left, typically at least. I only have the 1 power gain node left, and I'm saving Quake for that node. But I do see an opportunity here to pick off this Cyclops here, and I figured, what, the Cyclops, he's mostly down. Normally I hate this Thorns node, but he's most of the way down, and I'm thinking, what, I can just finish this off with Vision. I thought about bringing in Quake and trying to get concussion on him, that way Thorns wouldn't do anything, but I thought, it's too risky. I gotta just save Quake for that power gain node. Let me just pop a potion into Vision, no big deal. Just 1 potion, and I should be able to finish this up with Vision having more than half life and Cyclops having less than half life, and I have class advantage, so shouldn't be too bad. Alright, dodge the first SP1. course, you know, taking a lot of Thorns damage, but I'm thinking, you know, it's kind of a race, and I'm thinking I'm winning this race. So I popped my SP2 there. I should have played it a little bit more cautiously. Maybe I should have saved up for my SP3. He's almost down though, and I die. I hate this Thorns node, guys. I really hate this Thorns node. Basically, anytime you see me upload a war that includes me fighting this Thorns node, you can just assume it's gonna go poorly. I did okay there too. I didn't really get hit. I did take a little bit too much damage blocking. I could have played better. I could have waited for the synthesize to come around, and I would have gained more power if I just played it slower. But whatever, man. I come back in with Iceman and just let the cold snap finish him off. So, yeah. Thorns down. Oh god, I hate Thorns so much. You guys have no idea. The amount of messages that I throw into you know, my line chat for my alliance in my battle group about that one particular node. I just hate it so much. And if I had Pacify, yeah, I'm sure if I had Pacify it'd be a lot better. But I don't. So yeah. Alright, anyway, on to the power gain node. And I've been saving Quake this entire war just for this power gain node, thinking it's going to be either Magic or Hyperion, and Quake can deal with both. She can deal a little bit better with Magic than she can Hyperion, but at full life I should be able to take out either one of the two, and it is a Magic. Okay, and it's only a 4-star Magic. It looks to be maxed out 4-star, but still only a 4-star, so not too bad. So I just go into my standard Quake style play here. That's never perfect, but always seems to be good enough to take down these Quakes at least. And she's got concussion on her, so I don't even mind pushing her to an SP2 and let her fire that off, hopefully. Come on, Magic, throw your SP2. Alright, now I'm in a tight spot here. Alright, but she throws the SP2. I have to hit her a bit though, because yeah, there's the only way I'm gonna get out of here. I try to get 4 stacks of 4 stacks of Aftershock on her so that she can get that concussion, but I only made it to 3 since I was in such a tight jam there. Alright, please throw your SP2 quick. That's all I'm hoping for at this point. She actually clips me with it though. Now I'm in a really tough spot. I actually land an intercept to finish things off, just barely. Almost went down there. But you know what? That was my last fight for the war, so it doesn't matter as long as I made it through alive. So yeah, not too bad. I did have that one death there with Vision against that Thorns node, but you know, for the most part, not the cleanest of play. Could have definitely done better in a few of those fights, but at the end of the day, I made it through the path, and yeah, we actually do come out on top in this war. So it was a good war. i-BHS, it was a pretty close one. But we did come out victorious this time. Maybe we will run into each other again, and we'll see how the outcome goes that war. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care.